Assalamu alaikum. This podcast has been brought to you by Seeker's Guidance, the Global Islamic Seminary. Help us spread the light of prophetic guidance to millions around the world by becoming a monthly supporter. Make a small donation at seekersguidance.org/donate. As little as $10 a month can help people find life-changing guidance.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wa sallallahu wa sallam wa barak ala Sayyidina wa Nabiyyina wa Habibina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. Alhamdulillah, in this blessed month of Ramadan, we'll be looking at lessons on how to revive our religion, how to revive our relationship with Allah Mighty and Majestic. And we'll be looking at these by looking at a thematic overview of all 40 chapters of Imam al-Ghazali's Ihya Ulumuddin. So, of course, you may wonder that Ramadan has 29 or 30 days. How will we cover 40 chapters? Certain days we'll be looking at more than one book of the 40 books of the Ihya of Imam al-Ghazali. And Imam al-Ghazali wrote this book, Ihya Ulumuddin, renewing the knowledges of religion in order for it to be a blueprint on how the believer can bring to life their religion. How the believer can bring to life their religion so that they are practicing not just the form of the religion properly, but also practicing it with excellence. So that they are practicing it with excellence. And Imam al-Ghazali broke his work Ihya Ulumuddin down into 4 quarters. The first looks at the first quarter looks at devotion, beginning with knowledge and sound belief to how one turns to Allah through the acts of worship. Not just in form, but also in the spirit, reality, and sincerity that is the essence of those acts of worship. And in this quarter, Ustadh Amjad and I will be splitting the look at those chapters. The second quarter looks at the social responsibilities of a believer. So there's a personal responsibility, which is you're a servant of Allah, you worship Allah, based on knowledge and sound beliefs. The second quarter looks at our social responsibility as believers, because we live in this world, but how do we live in this world in accordance with divine guidance, in form and in spirit? And this is one of the magnificent aspects of the Ihya, how to live a prophetic life, a spiritual life. And then the third and fourth chapters look at how we rectify our relationship with Allah. The third quarter of the Ihya looks at the destructive traits of character and how to get rid of them. And the fourth looks at what Imam al-Ghazali calls the munjiyat, the salvific virtues, and how to acquire them. So we'll be looking at these as part of the month of Ramadan. These classes will be like a snapshot, beginning 20 minutes, beginning half an hour before Maghrib. So we'll give 20 to 25 minutes for each class, and then we'll be closing with some prophetic supplications at the end of it. So that is what we'll be covering in upcoming days.
Thank you for listening. This podcast was brought to you by Seeker's Guidance, the Global Islamic Seminary. Visit seekersguidance.org to access reliable Islamic knowledge taught by qualified teachers. We offer a wide range of courses, podcasts, articles, and a world-class answer service. Support us in spreading free, reliable Islamic knowledge to millions around the world by becoming a monthly supporter. Visit seekersguidance.org/donate and make a small monthly commitment today. Our beloved Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, said, "Whoever guides someone to goodness will have a similar reward." So don't forget to share this podcast and spread prophetic guidance.